That I think you have received as an attachment. It's trifold, so it's kind of hard to read as an attachment, but that's it's a good basis of understanding who we are. We try to do both the charitable and justice portions of how our church can serve others. Charity, you'd recently seen we had the crop walk, and this year we had a focus of honoring Deacon Dave and his wife Judy for their anniversaries. And currently we're doing the Advent Giving Tree. So in the bulletins or online, you can find a tree tag that normally would be hung in our gathering space. So it gives you an idea of some of the charitable projects we do, collecting clothes, the food baskets, things that go up to Flint, Magdalen's Kitchen that serves food on Mondays. All of those are under our umbrella of charity and justice, and many more. If you want to get involved, you can do a one-time thing. You can participate in our activities, crop walk or the Advent Giving Tree. You could sign up to make a dessert for the Magdalen's Kitchen. You could become more involved, attend our meetings, or take over chairing one of our activities. So there's lots of ways to get involved. We're also trying to get a little more focus on justice. There's an explanation here of what justice issues are. We try. And in the bulletin, you'll see Mike Olson's recently printed about equality issues. So we're going to try and provide education in justice issues. So feel free to look at the brochure or contact one of us if you're interested in that. Thank you.
Thanks, Jen. Ken, did you want to talk about the Knights?
Hey, Father. Yeah, the Knights of Columbus, of course, is a very large men's Catholic organization. Been around for many decades. In our case, about 185 of your fellow parishioners are members of our council. The pandemic has turned our world upside down, just like everyone else's. We've been conducting our monthly meetings via Zoom since April. We've had to dispense with our biggest fundraisers like our classic car show, pancake breakfast, spaghetti dinner, that kind of thing. We have had a couple of very successful breakfast sandwich sales. We do have a couple of more ideas in the works. Of course, the pandemic has not changed the need. Within our parish and in our community, a lot of people out there are hurting and need a lot of help. So we're doing everything we can to provide as much help as we can. Whether it's Holy Cross Children's Services, our seminarians, Boston Seminarians, Michigan Special Olympics, La Casa, Parish Moms Group, whoever it is, we've got about 40 different causes and agencies that we support throughout the year. One of the benefits of the pandemic, believe it or not, is the process of joining has been streamlined dramatically. It used to be quite tedious and quite cumbersome. Now, if you're interested in knowing more, simply go to ksc.org. You'll learn all about the history of the Knights and the things we do. And if you're interested in joining, just click on a link called Join Us, provide a little basic information and hit submit, and you're a member of the Knights of Columbus. Very easy to do. So in any case, if you'd like more information, just let the office know to contact me. I'm the membership team, or George, our Grand Knight, and we'll get back to you and answer any questions you have. So thank you for your time and welcome to the parish.
Thanks, Ken. Josh, did you want to talk about youth religious formation and youth ministry?
Yeah, sure, Father. Before I do that, I do want to quick say, Ken, I am already a member of the Knights, but I would love to get transferred over to the St. Mary Magdalene Council, so you and I can get together on that sometime. So
I will be in touch.
Okay.
I will be in touch. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So as already said, my name is Joshua Kenny. I'm the director of our religious formation programs and our youth ministries here at the parish. Father brought me onto the team in July, so it's been a wonderful experience of getting to know everybody. This year we're doing a lot online, but we do have a pretty vibrant program. We're very engaged with our families, and we will continue to be. We're doing our best to be flexible, and that'll continue into whatever years are beyond this one. Our goal and my goal is to really create a program where the the youth of our parish, all the way from baptism after Aaron sends them my way, all the way to when they graduate high school, to make our parish a place where they really encounter the life-changing love of Jesus Christ, and where they are formed as disciples, where they learn their faith, where they learn to love their faith. That's my biggest goal, is to get them excited and to equip them for a lifetime of discipleship. So I think Rosie was in the chat earlier. She's not quite old enough for our programs yet, but when she is, we'll be happy to get her on her way to getting to know the Lord better, along with all the other children of our program. So, and then, I would be remiss, I'm also the high school youth minister. We're trying to really reestablish that and really grow it. So we've had some successful events so far, and we're adapting to this new online world that we find ourselves in. And we're going to be slowly starting to make some offerings for middle schoolers, as well as we start to kind of probe those waters. So there's a lot on the horizon. We have a page on the parish website. You can look at youth formation to see a lot of what's going on, as well as our weekly bulletin articles. And you can always reach me at the parish office by email or by telephone. All my contact information's on the parish website. So pleasure meeting you all.
And Aaron.
Good morning, or good afternoon. Again, I'm the baptism lady, as Josh mentioned. I get the fun job of helping all the parents with the new little babies, so that's awesome. My own 3 kids, the youngest one is 23, so being around little babies is a good thing for me. I like it. And as Josh mentioned, I get them baptized, then he gets them for a long time, and then Devin and I get them back with marriage ministry. So Devin and I do a lot with the marriage ministry team, which is a team not only for preparing folks for marriage, but also serving the married couples in the parish and doing sort of activities and things for that. So that's a fun thing. I'm also the director of RCIA, which is the process that folks go through to become a part of the Catholic faith. So that's always exciting. And as with everything else COVID, it's very interesting this year how we're going to do that, but we're working on that, and God works in mysterious ways. And Zoom, you can minister over Zoom too. And I'm also the newly named director of adult formation, so in the parish. So we're working on rolling out some new stuff that we can do during COVID time over Zoom, online offerings, and things that we could be safely socially distanced in person. So you'll find more information about that in the bulletins in the future. So thanks.
Thank you. Usually at this point in the meeting, we open it up to our newest members just to talk about either what was helpful in your making the decision to join the parish, or how you found the parish. If you want to share that, you're welcome to at this time. We're not gonna hold you in the meeting until you tell us something, but it's always good for our own knowledge and feedback, especially those of us who are in parish leadership, to be able to know what we're doing well, and what's drawing you in, or what you think we could even do more of from your experience at other parishes. So if any of you who would like to share, you just want to raise your hand and take off with that would be great.
I guess I can start.
Sure.
For us, we had been going to St. Pat's, and our oldest daughter has gone to St. Pat's Elementary School. And this year we're homeschooling because she has type 1 diabetes. But all of our children, like I said, have gone to St. Mary Magdalen for preschool, and it's just been more welcoming, more homey. I know I would see your face in the hallway quite often when I would bring the kids in last year, and you're like, come on in and sit down and talk. And I've been meaning to, and then the pandemic happened and I haven't been able to, but I definitely want to come in and sit down and talk with you one day here soon. It's just, I don't know. We have friends from Bridget's school who are parishioners there, and it just seemed more natural place for us to be, put our roots down. We've been to every church pretty much in the local area, as far out as Pinckney, and where our children had been baptized because we love Father Bill. And then he left there, and we kind of just been looking for a place to call home. And I think we found it.
Good to hear. Thank you.
So as I mentioned, we, our kids pretty much went through all the sacraments at St. John's and Howell, and we love that parish as well. But I do know what drew our in-laws to Mary Magdalene really was the music ministry. And this may sound silly, but I know my husband will agree with me. Part of the beauty of Mary Magdalene is the wonderful acoustics that are in the church.
Yeah, they are. We had an experience of that at the Christmas concert last year. The Livingston County Chorale performed. You're right. It was just incredible.
I was I was going to say I can go. So
Yeah.
so I grew up Catholic, so down in Cincinnati, so Catholic grade school and high school. Whereas my husband converted when we got married 4 years ago. So he's new to all of our practices. So for us trying different churches, it was more kind of a feel of, what was he feeling comfortable with and getting used to. And so I taught second grade at St. Pat's for a few years. This year I stepped back to a part-time role from having Rosie, but so he got to come with me whenever we went to different churches for either communion or just different things going on to be involved in St. Pat's and St. Mary Magdalene. And so just looking at it from a family aspect, we just felt more comfortable. Like just a sense of belonging more with St. Mary Magdalene, how we would want Rosie integrated with her sacraments, and just more of like a family atmosphere, I guess I would say.
Thank you. Marcia, did you want to share how you connected with the parish, or what made you feel?
I think the thing that drew me most was the things that are in the covenant, the faith and justice kind of things, the charity, those kinds of things are what drew me here.
Great. Well, we're certainly all glad that you found your way, or the Lord helped find your way here. I mean, we just hope that, we do these meetings normally in person so that, because as you've all kind of talked about in some form or another, you feel connected here. And we never want anyone here to feel like, they're just a number, or that they can't take ownership of the parish. That's a huge part of being a parish, is that each household, each individual feels invested and feels engaged here. And so this is part of that process of, again, continuing to welcome you and hoping that you'll feel that this is your home. That's so many of our parishioners that have been here either from the beginning or just in the more recent years have said, this is their spiritual home. So even as we're separated right now, we wanted to make sure there was a way for all of you to try to connect, and also see that you're not alone in joining the parish. There are others. There are quite a few others that are not able to be with us today, obviously, but that have joined since March. This is our first new parishioner meeting since March, and hoping to get them back in person eventually, but right for now, Zoom hopefully will do. I don't know if anyone else has anything as far as ministry or anything, any other information you want to offer about the parish, but yeah, go ahead, Josh.
Just on the topic of ministry, I realized that during my presentation, I forgot to mention when our program starts and what ages it addresses. So we, right now we're beginning with first grade. We do first reconciliation and first Eucharist typically in second grade. as long as there's been a year of formation prior. And then we confirm in 10th grade, which is a little bit different than some other parishes around. My understanding is in the past, we've also had like a kind of like a pre-K formation program offered on Sundays. Obviously that's kind of suspended right now due to the pandemic, but it's something that we'll be addressing in future years. So just wanted to make sure that the kind of important information or details got out there. So.
Great. Okay. All right. Anyone else? Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. Oh, John, were you trying to say something?
Yes. I wanted to point out that just a year and a half ago, Father Shaun came to us in this parish after we had a very long tenure with Father Dave Howell. And one of the very interesting things is that it has allowed us to begin to re-examine every aspect of what we're doing in our faith community and the activities that we engage in and how we approach people. There are many things that we want to keep in place from Father Dave Howell's tenure, but it really is an exciting time to be able to ask questions. And if you have questions, if you have ideas or suggestions, this is a very good time to be able to voice them and to know that people are listening.
Definitely. Aaron.
I also realized, and I forgot one of my hats because we're not meeting right now. I'm also involved with the moms group at Mary Magdalen, and we usually in non-pandemic times meet Wednesday mornings at the parish. We're sort of on a hiatus as we all hibernate in our houses again. But if anybody had any questions about that or, was interested in more information about that, I can get that to you. And it's not just for moms of little tiny babies or elementary school kids, but it's also, we have grandmas, we have those of us who are older but not yet grandmas. So we have a very wide range of ages of moms, which is a great service to people, so that there are older more experienced moms around to answer questions. And then we also, for those of us who are more experienced, again, we get to be around the babies and the little kids who bring so much joy to our lives. So everybody wins. Thanks.
Okay. Carrie, are you there?
I am.
I just wanted to let you introduce yourself. You were here then and out, so
Hi, I'm sorry. I joined and then I had to step out. I'm Carrie Schmidt, and I've been at St. Mary Magdalen for 20 years, and I'm on the pastoral council, and I'm just really thrilled that you guys are all with us, and look forward to meeting you. And it's been a blessing to see my children grow up in the parish and all the wonderful things that we offer. So I hope you feel, even though this is a kind of a weird time, I hope that you feel comfortable and welcomed, and look forward to meeting all of you. So thank you for joining us today.
Thanks, Carrie. Well, I think that pretty much concludes the meeting. This is how it would have gone in person, because we would have normally done it between the 9 o'clock and the 11 o'clock masses. So we try to keep it moving, but keep it filled with information and connection. If you haven't already done so, and I think probably all of you have, you should have gotten from Gail Zawisa here in the office the vision statement for you to sign, and then for you to return it to the parish, and then I'll sign it, and then we get that back to you. If you haven't done that, or if you need another copy of it, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just contact either me or Gail in the office, and we'll be glad to get that to you. Again, if you haven't already done it, you may have done it already, and because we've been doing that by mail even. So just to put that out there. So, but I want to thank everyone for being here today, and Josh has recorded the meeting for folks that aren't able to be here, so we'll get that out to them as soon as we can. So thank you, everyone. It looks like it is still snowing but not sticking, so hopefully there'll be no shoveling tonight.
Thank you, Father.
God bless everyone.
Everyone.
Thank you.